Hi, this is Ali Hugo, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Canada, and I basically come. Sorry, start again.
Yeah, it's okay. Now recording. Three, two, one.
Hi, this is Ali Hugo, and I'm a singer-songwriter with Belief Records. People ask me all the time, how do I do it? I sold a gold record with Time Machine, my last EP, and people are like, give us some advice. Tell us how we can go about becoming successful as indie artists. And all I can say is, I know how to do things for Ali Hugo. I don't know how to make anybody else successful. And if you want to start your music career, I would suggest that you start writing your own songs and start writing the kind of music that's going to make you happy. Even if nobody else in the world buys that song, you're going to feel proud every time you listen to that song. And then you have to decide what type of musical personality you want to be. Do you want to be famous? Because being famous is not the same thing as being an acclaimed singer-songwriter. It's not the same thing as being wealthy. There are a lot of wealthy musicians out there that are making quite a lot of money, but they're not very famous. And some of them are not, very good singer-songwriters. So your best bet is to decide what type of music genre you want to get into, or if you want to get into every type of music genre, you want to decide what type of musical personality you're going to be, and then you should put some sort of action plan, identify your weaknesses, your strength, your opportunity, and put an action plan and go for it. Start to make things happen for yourself. If you're going to wait for someone to make things happen for you, 100 times out of 10, they really want something in return, whether it's a record company or whether it's they want something in return. So how much are you willing to compromise within your artistic vision to share your vision with another entity? Or do you want to do everything yourself? It's possible to do it in the times we're living in. You can record your music, you can promote your music. It's not enough just to promote your music and say, I'm going to put my songs on YouTube, I'm going to put my songs on Facebook. You need to actually buy some marketing textbooks, like go back to school, and then you need to basically create a marketing strategy for yourself and monitor that strategy. Is it working out for you? If it's not, take time out, reflect, and then create a new strategy. Maybe the kind of music that you want to sell is not the kind of music that everybody in your neighborhood wants to listen to. That's fine. When I started out, um, I live in a place where none of my neighbors know that I'm a musician, but my biggest fans are in Holland. And, I don't live in Holland. I plan to go and tour there and, do promo in the UK and in Holland. But nobody in Toronto, and certainly not any of my neighbors, know that, I have such a following or that I've sold a gold record. So if you really want to do it, you need to create a vision and go after that vision. That's basically what I would advise anybody out there who's trying to get into the business. Cut.
Three, two, one.
So I was in a dilemma because after the success of Time Machine, I had the option to go and do a Time Machine Volume 2, or actually take time out and reflect. And I thought to myself that it's really important for me to give thanks to the Almighty for blessing me. I've got fans in South America, I've got fans in Europe, I've got fans in Asia, I've got fans all over the world, and based on a record that I recorded 10 years ago, as well as Tears of a Broken Heart. So when I was contemplating writing the new album, Hope for the Meek, I wanted to take time out to really thank the Almighty, Adonai. I wanted to thank Jehovah. I wanted to thank Allah for all the blessings that He has provided me with. And so Hope for the Meek is basically an album that says, in this crazy world, in these crazy times that we're living in, the times are tough, but, everybody's times were tough. Elijah's times were tough. Isaiah's times were tough. The Prophet Muhammad's times were tough. Ezekiel's times were tough. So don't give up hope. Hold steadfast to your faith. Hold steadfast to God. And you're going to make it. That's what Hope for the Meek is all about. So I recorded these songs that have a combination of Islamic, Christian, and Jewish hymns, as well as your everyday pop songs, and combine them all together. The first track that's out right now, Marching Saints, has been well received, particularly in the UK, with a few radio stations out there. And also on social media, my fans are loving it, and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, Hope for the Meek is, I'm hoping really that it's going to achieve the kind of success or even more that Time Machine had achieved. Yeah, so, never give up on faith and have hope, have hope. So a lot of people ask me about romance and all these romantic songs that I write about, but I'm not saying that I've had my fair share of broken hearts. When you're growing up, you adolescence, and you fall in love, and then you realize that it's not all it was cut out to be. But I'm not the right person to ask about romance. All I can tell you is that when you have a broken heart, come to me and I'll write you a song about it. But I don't know if I'm the right person to come, to ask for romantic advice. I'm certainly not Dr. Ruth. But yeah, I think that romance, true love, is about loving someone unconditionally. And understanding that that person is going to change. They're not going to be the same person they were when you met them. And if you're willing to keep up with those changes and continue to love them throughout their progression in life, then you really love them. But if you feel that you can't do that, then you need to let them go. You need to have your own journey, and they need to have their own journey, but sometimes love happens and you haven't really asked for it. You're just going grocery shopping and ta-da, you're in love. What do you do about that? I don't know. Call Dr. Ruth. I write songs. Love is a blessing. So if you're capable of falling in love, don't disregard it. Live in it. I met a friend one day, and this new girl that I met, and she said, even if it's a one-way street. If she loves the person and they don't love her back, that's fine. She would treat herself to a romantic dinner and relish in love, because love is a blessing, and not everybody is blessed with having that kind of intimate feeling, either for someone else, or if they don't reciprocate that love, loving yourself, learning to love yourself. Whitney said that learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. So that's my philosophy on love. Yeah, that's it.